So in this file, we will apply the chi-square test, right? So the data is about the income and phone type. You can see from here. So we have different variables. In the variable view, you can find it. So we have categorized the income in 3 parameters. First of all, who are less than 5 lakhs, the person who are 5 to 10 and more than 10 lakhs, right? So I given the 1, 2, 3 for 3 categories. So this is how I categorize the income. And phone type is also, so we have three category of phones. First is budget phones, mid segment phone, and flagship, or you can say the luxury phone, right? You can write here luxury phones, right? You can easily change any name by select this, double click on this, okay, and click on just remove the name and replace the name, and then there will be a option will appear, change, right? Okay, so now go to data view. Here you can see I have less than 5 lakh for the budgets. For less than 5 lakh mid segment phone, the person is also using. For the less than 5 lakh person is also using the luxury phones, right? For 5 to 10, they are also using budget phones, mid segment phones, and luxury phones. For more than 10, person is using the all three kinds of phone. Now I just want to know that is there is any association between them or not, because both variables are in nominal scale, right? So this is the main condition to apply the chi-square test. So to apply the chi-square test, now just see very carefully. Go to analyze, right? Go to descriptive, the second option, descriptive statistics, and select the cross tab, right? Descriptive statistics and select the cross tab. Now this window will appear and it is asking for rows and columns, right? Rows and columns. Okay, before applying this chi-square, first of all understand the data, because to define the null hypothesis is very important. So in the chi-square or in any non-parametric test, your research question plays a very important role, right? Your research question is very important in the case of association. So what is my question? Question is whether the phone held by the customers, the phone purchased by the customers depends on their income, depends on their income. So this is the question, right? Because income is affecting their purchasing behavior or not, right? This is the main problem which you just need to find out. And what would be your null hypothesis with this question? Null hypothesis says that there exists, this is E, there exists no significant association. No, now you can please understand the thing. No significant association between types of mobile phone, between types of mobile phone and level of income, level of income, right? So in this question we have 3 types of phone and 3 types of income, correct? So now you can easily apply the chi-square test here, because once you need to clear the hypothesis and research question, only when you can interpret your result, right? So now we will apply the chi-square. So again, go to analyze, descriptive, and cross tabs. right? In the cross tabs, it is asking for rows and columns, right? Now it is important to understand what we should put in the row and what we should put in the columns. So you can note one thing, that we always put independent variable in the rows and we always put dependent variable in the columns, because it is very easy to understand that if which variable is have impact on another, right? Because you need to decide the impact of one to another. That's why we decide dependent and independent variable here, because theory says income is independent variable here. In this case, income is independent. Phone type is dependent on income. So what is independent? My income is independent. So I will put my income in the rows and phone type in the columns. Right. Now go to cell, this cells option. In the cells option, observed frequencies already checked, but we also need expected frequencies, right? Because I told you the steps, because we need both frequencies, expected frequencies and observed frequencies. Only when we can conclude the things. So check the expected frequencies also, right? And that's it here. Continue. Now go to the statistics. In the statistics, it is asking for which kind of formula or which kind of statistics you want in the result. So first is chi-square, because I want chi-square here, and along with Cramer's V, phi and Cramer's V, right? So check both chi-square and Cramer's V option. Continue. Right. You can also opt if you want bar charts, display clustered bar charts for each category. So you can check this also for a clear picture for the charts representation, and then click on OK. Right. Now in the output window, you will get the result of this particular data, and this is my result. The first table is, you can ignore it because first is showing about the processing summary, so you can delete it. Let me delete this one. Now before going to data, first of all understand the steps, how you should check the data and how you should analyze the output. So let me write here output, right? So here we have output. So in the output window, first of all you need to check the Pearson chi-square, value, right? First thing. So in my case, in this window, Pearson chi-square value is 21.678, right? And Pearson chi-square and p-value, both things we check. Or you can also check only p-value. P-value is very, very important, right? So you can see that Pearson chi-square is 21.678. So you can write, you can note it in your notebook, and p-value is 0.00. All right, p-value is what? So my p-value is 0.00, which is less than 0.05. If your p is rejected, sorry, if your p is less than, then we can reject the null. So here my null is rejected. So if your null is rejected, what does it mean? That you are rejecting that there is no association in the level of income and their purchasing behavior, right? You are saying that there is some association, because my p-value is less than alpha. That means there is association. If your p is accepted, sorry, if your null is rejected, then no need to go ahead. Always remember that. If your chi-square, Pearson chi-square value is accepted, is at the level to accept the null hypothesis, then no need to analyze the Cramer's V or other test. Now here my null is rejected, so I can move ahead. Second thing which you need to check is Cramer V. The value of Cramer V. if value of Cramer V is less than 0.5, 0.5, not 0.05, right? If Cramer V value is less than 0.5, then I can say that there is moderate association. There is moderate association, right? But if the value is above 0.5, if the value is greater than 0.5, then what I can say, if the value is greater than 0.5, then what does it mean? There is strong association. There is strong association, right? So this thing you can check as in the correlation. We also test at the level of 5. If you have less than 5, if the correlation is value less than 5, then you say that there is a no correlation or a very less correlation or moderate correlation. And if you have more than 5, then there is a strong correlation. More than 7, more than 9, so there is a very strong correlation, right? So this is how you can easily the same thing you can interpret in the Cramer's V, right? So two things which we have done. The third step, need to compare the actual and expected, right? We compare the actual and expected, right? So this is your third step which you apply. So in any case, if your actual is greater than expected, right, it should be, if it should be equal, right? But if you will not find equal, if you find actual is greater than expected, only this thing, if your actual is greater than expected, then what does it mean? You can interpret your result, right? I will tell you in this example. So first write these 3 steps. First of all, we will analyze the Pearson chi-square value or its p value. Then Cramer's V value, it should be less than, or not should be, if it is less than 0.5, then moderate association. If it is greater than 0.5, then there is a strong association, right? Then we compare actual and expected, and it should be actual should always be greater than expected. That's it. So let me erase this one. Okay, now just see in this analysis. First of all, we will test the Cramer's V, sorry, chi-square value, which I already explained. So here my null is rejected because p value is less than alpha, right? So I reject my null. Now I will go to the Cramer V. So in this case, my Cramer V value is 0.2, 0.32, right? This is the value. Cramer V value is 0.329. What does it mean? That there is moderate correlation, or the correct word is moderate association, right? There is moderate association. So we have done the moderate association. Now the next thing we will apply on the application of actual and expected. So in this cross tab table, we can see the count and expected count, count and expected count. First count is observed count, right? So first is observed frequencies and expected frequencies. So in this table, you need to check where actual is greater than expected, right? So in the first case, you will find there is a 15 as expected. In this case, 15 is greater than 9. What does it mean? Actual is greater than expected. So first case, this is the first case, and in this case, expected actual is less than. Okay, just leave it. In this case also it is. So this is the total here. Yeah, this one. So here you will also find 20 is greater than 14.4. So this is also actual is greater than expected, right? Now this is not, this is also not, this is not, this one, right? So third case is 19 is greater than 10.2. This is also actual is greater than expected. So here I found three cases. So first case is for what? The person whose income is less than 5 lakh, they are using budget phone, right? They are using budget phone. The second one, the income between 5 to 10 lakh, they are using the phone type mid segment, right? And those who are the income is more than 10 lakh, they are using the luxury phone, right? And the interpretation is what? That customers, the income is less than 5 lakh, the customer whose income is less than 5 lakh are having budget phone more than expected. So I can write here interpretation, customers whose income is less than 5 lakh are having budget phone more than expected, right? More than expected, this one, right? Because I expect that there would be 9, but I got 15. Same in the case of 5 to 10 lakh, the customers whose income is 5 to 10 lakh, they are using mid segment phone more than expected. And in the 10 lakh, again you can interpret the same thing, right? So this is your interpretation. I write only for the one case, you can interpret for all the three cases. So just take the screenshot so that we can move ahead. All right. Now, so I also selected this bar chart, and you can see in this bar chart, the person whose income is less than 5 lakh, the more count is for budget phone. Blue is for what? Blue is for budget phone, right? So this is what we did interpret just now. And in the 5 to 10 lakh, the person who is using mid segment phone is greater than the others. And in the more than 10 lakh, the maximum person are using the luxury phone, right? So through the bar chart you can also see and you can interpret, but basically chi-square is helpful for the association. The main thing for the association in the chi-square, what kind of association? Between the nominal between your income and your mobile phone which you are using.